How's your Thursday? No, seriously. How is it going? I'm out here seeing the family back east, doing some gigs. I'm in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I don't know how you say it. I've always found Pennsylvania fucking depressing. Unless I'm in Philly or if I'm in Pittsburgh. There's just something about driving. There's certain parts of the country, I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it goes back to when no one knew who the fuck I was, and I was just driving to some gig in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I'd be driving out to like fucking Pennsylvania, like upstate New York. I'm telling you right now, you want to see me in a bad mood, get me on the fucking 87 North. You know, there's some sort of cutoff. I don't know where it is. Somewhere around Poughkeepsie, you know? And I just drive. And what's funny is both Pennsylvania and New York are fucking gorgeous. Dude, it's fucking God's country. Lush green fucking topography, you know? All kinds of water on the geography. I'd go under an oath with the stenography. Sorry. Yeah, they're fucking beautiful, but there's just something about it. I remember getting on the 87 North one time. Oh, my God. I had this gig way in northern Vermont. And Jesus Christ. You just rent a fucking car, and you just get in it, and you just pointed at Montreal, and you just started driving and driving and driving and driving. Just fucking... And at some point, you banged a right over the fucking Hudson River. And then you were in Vermont. And you're like, oh, wow, this is going to be great. Doing a gig in Vermont. I never did stand-up in Vermont. Sorry, I just fucking woke up. I never even did stand-up in Vermont. Hey, check another state off the fucking list. Oh, Billy OCD. I got to do stand-up in every fucking state. Then I know that I can make everybody fucking laugh. That's what I did. All the way up to Vermont, and I was working in this hotel or some shit. And I remember this guy was middling for me. He was a nice guy and everything. This fucking asshole was supposed to do like 20 minutes. And on Friday night, he did like 37, which is just way fucking over. I mean, headlining was 45 minutes back then on that gig. This fucking asshole does 30. And then he pulls the whole, oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Some bullshit like that, right? And the fucking next night he went out and he did close to like an hour. And all he was trying to do was burn out the fucking crowd. So when I went up there was like nothing left. And I was so stupid, I believed him on the first show that he accidentally did 37 minutes. The fucking guy was like 40 years old. Back then, Jesus Christ, he's got to be pushing 70 now. That's what's getting scary, man. That fucking gig was almost 30 years ago. 30 years ago, and here I am still bitching about it. Rather than fucking, I should have just gone up there, done the gig, got myself some syrup, whatever souvenir. I don't know what the fuck you do. I did some shows there. I'm in New York City yesterday. I went to the matinee showing of American Buffalo. Which was absolutely incredible. It's funny, it's one of the few plays that I actually know. I remember a long time ago, I was thinking of taking acting classes. That's what it was. I didn't even think to take acting classes. What it was I ran into somebody who was a comedian who got seen by somebody big and had never taken acting classes, and they handed him a fucking script and he didn't know what he was doing. So he was telling me that story, and he had this look on his face like he fucked up his whole career. So I was like, well, shit, I don't ever want to have that look on my face. So, I started taking acting classes. So I remember before I took acting classes, Bobby Kelly was like, dude, come over to my apartment, dude. We'll do some scenes, dude. So you do something, dude, before you go over there, dude. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went over there and we did some scenes from American Buffalo. And I have not read the fucking thing since then. This is yet another thing that was like close to 30 years ago. So anyways, I saw it. It was the play starred Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Rockwell, and this kid, Darren Criss. And they went out and just fucking killed. First of all, I went into the theater. It's that Circle in the Square. That's what they call it. I guess square meaning Times Square. I didn't see a circle, but I remember a long time ago I went there and I saw True West with Philip Seymour Hoffman and John C. Reilly. So that's pretty cool, you know, as far as the actors I've seen in there. Philip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly, Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Rockwell, and this new up-and-coming kid, Darren Criss, was fucking amazing. I remember I walked in the theater immediately. Second I walked in the theater, I saw the whole setup and everything. I felt like this real fucking excitement. Like, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be fucking awesome. And, you know, fucking lights go down. Place is clapping and shit. Then it gets quiet. And the lights come up and fucking Lawrence Fishburne's on stage. And I'm like, literally, I mean, I was like, at some points when he was walking around the stage, I was literally like, you know, 10 feet away from the guy. I'm like, that's fucking Lawrence Fishburne. I've been watching that guy since Apocalypse Now. Boys in the Hood, The Matrix, fucking decade after decade after decade of fucking incredible work. And he's doing this, you know, the big opening with Darren, and they're both killing it. And then fucking Sam Rockwell comes on like a bolt of lightning, and then it went by so goddamn fast. It was fucking amazing. Absolutely incredible. Hilarious, dark, the whole thing. It was awesome. And I was actually thinking, like, wow, this is fucking cool, man. I'm in New York and I'm at a Broadway play watching amazing acts. It's like, you know, sometimes, you know, I just come to New York and I just feel like, you know, I do my little small town shit. This is where I get my slice of pizza. This is where I get a smoothie if I'm trying to be good. I'll go down to the club and go do a spot. The same shit I've been doing since the fucking 90s. But every once in a while, I actually do some New York shit. I remember thinking, like, I'm in New York right now at a Broadway play watching fucking three of the best actors I've seen in a fucking long time. Made the trip feel like, you know, like worth it. But I highly, highly recommend it. It's going until July 10th